Here in Brooklyn at Barclays Center, the home of the Nets and the WNBA champion New York Liberty. And tonight, the home of the apex of high school basketball, the 48th McDonald's All-American game, a matchup of West versus East.
To that.
It was 26 years ago, Carlos put up 22 and 11 in a win in the McDonald's game. This game starts with a dunk by DeBonsa.
Impressed you didn't say Carlos, because he is so tremendous as a former pro and college player.
Cameron's twin brother Caden will come off the bench for the East. Starting lineup here, Acup's the #1 point guard in the class.
And have immediate success.
Sinak's the top big in the class. Of course, a modern big, so skilled, and he hits over Ripe on the 7-footer.
Colin, Isaiah Collier, that group played really hard.
You can't forget about DJ Wagner, who showed up big time at the end of that game as we see A.J. DeBonsa, lead scorer, the best scorer in the class. And when you consider saying that ahead of Darren Peterson, you're talking about two elite guys that can put the ball in the bucket.
And there's three elite.
15 it happens to be a pretty good player across the bridge.
Brown, too strong. DeBonsa flying in for the offensive board. Sinak already with 3 personal fouls, by the way. Peterson, the follow slam.
I was shocked that we didn't see Ronald with one on the boot in the background as he had his shoe in the mix with the players.
It's a pretty big boot, by the way, from Ronald. Elijah Arenas, son of Gilbert Arenas, missed the 3. Offensive board, and the flip is good for the West. And by the way, Dad is in the house. Trey McKinney. The back tap, Sean Abayan for 3. Give it to him.
For the East, going to the bench, to be able to push the lead out to 5, and you see that they come off the bench with a competitive nature.
Oh, a blur to the rim.
About him, I said, hey, Coach, you do realize now he can be a primary ball handler. You've got 2 on the floor with Harrelson and, of course, Caden Boozer, who attacks the rim.
And it spins in for road. Our entire crew. 48th annual McDonald's All-American Games here in Brooklyn. East up by 3. Darius Acup missed the floater. Peterson ahead of the pack for the slam.
And
along with his passing ability.
But I love the way he goes in there and dunks with the left hand, stunting like his daddy used to. That's a Carlos Boozer type move.
Now DeBonsa with the foot. Met by Ripe at the rim. Yesufu takes it away. Clear the runway for Tunde Yesufu.
And Tunde Yesufu.
DeBonsa, Chris Sinak Jr. and others.
How about Caleb Wilson doing the job defensively?
Brown to Peterson for 3. Yes, sir.
#1 pick for Detroit. And PB just mentioned SGA, who will be the MVP this year.
The best players in the country tonight.
You know, just go out there and have fun. That's all.
Because he realized he's going to make a lot of money, Ted, playing this game.
He's going to make a lot of money next year at BYU. And so is Tunde yet.
But the most influential player in his career has been Russell Westbrook. Team, why not?
Yesufu the steal, the hit ahead. 2 buries it.
6'10", an excellent athlete. He opened the eyes of NBA scouts during practice this week.
Mayday minutes. And
totally healthy now. He had to wait about 16 months to get back on the court, and he looks terrific.
And he said Houston consistently recruited him throughout. They wanted him no matter what. Oh, Cameron Boozer.
Watching this game in practices and watching this class for 4 years, Corey, it's a great group of passers. And today,
you know, the game imitates what's at the top. And when you look at the NBA, there's so many great passers in the game now. So this is what these young players watch. And they want to play like the best players in the game that are playmakers.
Kentucky to its first state championship Saturday night at Rupp Arena. The last player to arrive.
Behind the 3-point line.
Arenas headed to USC.
And in the junior class, he went to the senior class and stayed inside the top 20. That's hard to do.
Nico Bundalo, next level. Sean Abayan against Wilson. Taken away, Darren Peterson to the rack.
You gotta look.
Instead, Mullins on the drive. Over DeBonsa, and he finishes.
Offense beats good defense each and every time.
You know, he was out for about a couple of months in Indiana with a fractured hairline fracture.
Abayan on the drive against Sinak. Wilson the steal. Ahead to Darren Peterson, who is a problem.
defensive glass. He'll defend, play make. It's going to help Notre Dame a lot next season as a freshman.
Couldn't be happier. Talk with her pregame, having Kamani beside her, watching her twin boys play. She's in a great spot. And of course,
rejected by Cam Boozer. A-Cup pulls up for three. And Moreno, #1 player in the class, as well as Derek Peterson, who's going to Kansas. Tunde Yesufu as well on his way to Baylor, and Yesufu knocks it down. Cam Boozer trying to establish position. Oh, well.
We got Brooke Riper over here with us. She's got a young fella
Yeah.
that she absolutely wants to make sure he listens to her more than she listens to him.
Tuda shoots, and Knack. Amenia with the follow, drops.
The right person to take today.
Wouldn't you love to have that decision?
No, I
I
don't want that decision. I like having AJ in the following class, and they can both be the #1 pick.
Oh, Arenas with the fade with their kids. And that does it. Yeah, Carlos, smile on his face, of course. His sons come up short, but what a showcase this was for the class of 2025. The West takes it 105-92, and the West wins the McDonald's All-American Boys game for the first time since 2018.
Great performance by all the different guys on the floor. PB, you and I both got one right, one wrong. You picked Derek Peterson. I picked Cameron Boozer. Those will be the MVPs for the respective East and West in this game.
I just love the way the McDonald's All-American kids played. They played team basketball. A lot of star power in this game. A lot of gifted talent going to the college game.